Hello everybody, I'm here to you, and welcome back to Tomb Raider Legend. In the previous episode, we started off our grand journey through the Tomb Raider trilogy, and in today's episode, we'll be continuing on through Bolivia. So without further ado, let's break apart this beautiful masterpiece of a block thing. And one thing I'll say right now about the blocks in this game is, for those of you who never experienced the original Tomb Raider games, but you've played through this one, you would never understand just how obnoxious the block puzzles were in the original Tomb Raider games. I'll have a clip on screen right now of what it's like to move a block in the original games. It takes forever to do anything with those. I don't even think they have block puzzles in the reboot series, but people who'd never played the original games would never understand just how big of a relief it was to be able to freely move the boxes with this much control in this game. So, let's move the block over here, and excuse me. There we go. What? A glitch happened? Let's see if we can get the out of the trigger.
Man, this place is weird and complicated. It probably wasn't so back when it was fully furnished. We're looking at the stripped-down version of what's left 1,000 years later.
Alright, let's see if this will work. Normally you're supposed to have that box on top of that platform as well. But to get the gold reward, we had to do it a bit differently. So let's see if this will work. Probably it's not going to. I have a bit of a hard time with the timing for this one. But what we want to do is that you want to climb across here. You press the right button on the Xbox 360 controller to move around quicker. So that's going to be pretty handy. Hold the B button to make sure you don't fall off. And then you can go down here. And then climb over here. And jump. Whee! Hopefully this will work. Hopefully. Maybe? Maybe? I know it. Okay. We have to go back for a moment. We have to go back in a moment to fix that. But what we can do instead, we can go up here and pick up the silver ward over here. So that's gonna be pretty fun. Alright, if anybody out there can get a picture of themselves stacking on 3 of those boxes on top of each other, I'd love to see that. So if you can do that, send me a Twitter message and I'll check it out, because that would be really awesome if I could see somebody do that. I've really wanted to try stacking on 3 of them on top of each other, but I've never been able to do it. I think my sister did once, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, let's go back over to the... Well, it's one way to get down. I was just about to cut ahead to getting back down here to fix the puzzle, but we don't do that anymore. And now. Hopefully that's close enough. Alright, let's probably demonstrate what all this can do right here. You can press the Y button to toggle a specific feature. This can tell you that this is a mechanism and it's linked to a puzzle. You can also tell if something's movable, like we can do this right here.
Something I could move.
And that's something we can move. You can also check to see if something's explosive or if it's fragile or things like that. So it's pretty useful for people who haven't played this game before. I'm not going to be demonstrating it too often, because I've played through this game dozens of times, so I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I really have played this game dozens of times, so I'm not really going to be focusing too much on making it a priority to demonstrate that. There will be some points where I will demonstrate it, but it's just not going to be a priority. And let's go over here. Hopefully this will work. Maybe? Yay, we did it! Alright, it seems like you want to have the 2 climbable thingies linked, aligned with each other, like these 2 things right here. But, without further ado, let's go inside the duel. I'm sure it'll be perfectly safe.
one piece?
And still breathing, yes.
So that's the first example of something we'll be seeing quite often throughout this game, a QuickTime event. Now, say what you will about them, they can be annoying, but I actually like the way that they handled it in this game. I'm not entirely sure why, but I don't know, I just like the way they do it in this game. So at the end of the video, you, just like in my original Let's Play, you will see what happens if you press the wrong buttons. And also, in the description below, whenever there's a QuickTime event in the video, you will see in the description below what buttons you have to press if you're playing on a different version of this game. So if you're playing on Nintendo Gamecube version, for example, you have to press the B button, then there'll be a thing in the description with a list of all the buttons that you'd have to press on the Gamecube. Like if you had to press the B button for a cutscene, you'd have to press the A on the Gamecube or something like that.
It's the center of the evil Korak Empire. None of this appears in any of the literature, but I'd say they're ceremonial in nature.
If that's the case, it's not a ceremony I'm keen on witnessing.
That's one of my favorite things that Zip says. That you can tell that Zip is the more sarcastic one between the two helper characters. So yeah, I always liked that. It was like the center of the evil Korak Empire. Alrighty then, so one thing that's worth mentioning is that if you triggered a cutscene after collecting the gold reward, which you should, you will not lose it if you die during the QuickTime event, so you don't have to worry about that. You do want to make sure that, you do want to double check it to make sure you did collect the reward, however, because there are some instances where for whatever reason the game just doesn't register that you picked it up if you failed a QuickTime event. And right here, through this long hallway, will give me a chance to demonstrate something that's kind of cool.
Sometimes she absolutely terrifies me. I want to see that on instant replay.
Yeah, on rare occasions, you can even trigger some specific dialogue from Zip and Alistair, and that's pretty cool. So, without further ado, let's continue onward.
Lara, have you found anything for the fire? Lara? No, get back! Good Lord. What is it?
There's something in the light.
Stay here. What? Who are you? What? What about my daughter? You stay away from her. She meant no harm.
What's happening, Mother? Who's there?
Oh, God!
No! Mother? Mother!
Lara Croft! I've been hoping I'd get to meet you. At ease. We're just gonna talk.
I'm listening.
Have you found a piece of this? Is this what led you here?
Where did you find that?
It doesn't matter. What's important is what it does. Do you know?
What I know is my business.
So you don't then, and that means you don't have a piece. A Amanda said you were sloppy. You should have paid more attention in Paraíso.
Amanda? Amanda's dead. What the hell do you know about Paraíso?
We're done talking.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not to take any seriousness away from that cutscene a moment ago, but I just want to bring something up because I don't think I'm going to get another chance to really talk about this. I love the fact that Laura drew Yetis in particular because for a couple reasons. One, I grew up on Disney World and I remember them building Expedition Everest, and my parents work at Disney World, so cast members can let their families ride rides before they open. But that's not the biggest reason. The biggest reason why is because in Tomb Raider 2, there's a part of the game where you can go in Nepal and Laura fights the Yetis. So I think that's, even if it was unintentional, I think that was always like a really clever nod to the original Tomb Raider games.
There is more than one. Father, you were right.
What was that?
Keep yourselves caffeinated, lads. We've some work ahead of us.
Means we're still alive. Can't complain about that.